No one is going after your precious bastard. That's right, because if you try coming after my daughter, then I will stop you in the snap of a finger. Is that so? How exactly would you plan to do that? If your theory is correct. I certainly don't know what you're up to, but I will definitely inform Vivian and she will keep a close eye on you both. You know why my father's in prison, Owen, and I didn't like being manipulated by him, which also means that I won't stand to be manipulated by anyone else. I'm not trying to manipulate you, Mr. Torres. Then tell me why Udell has an issue with you. What are you doing here, Pacho? I'd like to know if you're aware of what Owen Grant has done to upset Udell Mitchell. Alright, Owen, explain to me why you're in my office wasting both of our time. You sure had enough time to make Pacho Torres doubt me the other day. What's this pressing news you felt like I should know, Lorenzo? It's Clarice and Alan, and those two are scheming with one another against you, Vivian. Why did you two decide to meet me here? Because it's too risky to have you stop by the estate, Mom. How come, Alan? Because Lorenzo realized that we're scheming against Vivian and doesn't want anything bad to happen to that bastard of his. It seems like it's difficult for you to trust Owen. Maybe you should discuss that with him, since you're the one supporting him. I've already had a discussion with Owen, Jeremiah. What did he tell you? Most of all, did you like what you heard? Owen told me how Udell has an issue with him because of his friendship with Wanda Mitchell, but I have a feeling that there's more to the story. Did Pacho tell you that he knew you've kissed my wife? We both know how Pacho implied that I was hiding something, Udell. I don't see what you're mad for. You haven't told him that you kissed Wanda. Most of all, Pacho is still in the dark, which means you have nothing to worry about. Here's what I'd like to know. Why are you still supporting D.A. Russo when she tried to wreck your marriage just to go after your daughter? I ain't worried about them, Lorenzo. Whatever they got planned ain't gonna affect me one bit. Don't underestimate Clarice. Are you kidding me? I've been living with y'all at the estate for all these months, and I know for sure that Clarice ain't some evil mastermind. No, but after all the years that I've been married to her, I never once imagined that she would ever hide the fact that I had another child out there in the world. How did Lorenzo find out what you two were up to? Nono overheard me speaking with Nona, but he doesn't know that we plan to crash Vivian's event to expose that spawn for the schemer she is. Why did you two have to discuss the plan without me present to begin with? Your son was upset, Harley. I wanted to know what was going on. What happened, Alan? I overheard Nono pleading for Vivian's forgiveness because he was an absent father. It was so cringe, since it felt like something straight out of Full House. Well, your grandfather has nothing to apologize for. In fact, if anyone should apologize, it should be your grandmother. And you stopped by my house to ask me if I know anything? Do you? If you're not sure that you can trust Owen, then I suggest you stop supporting him. But that's what you want me to do, right? Look, I'm not gonna make a rash decision because I don't know who's manipulating me. This is a Christian household, Pacho. As a born-again Christian, it's not my intention to manipulate anyone. You can take my word for it. If Udell warned you not to trust Owen, then I'd listen to him. I'm not supporting Heidi because I want to. Are you saying that D.A. Russo gave you no other choice but to keep on endorsing her? Did you make the fullest decision to tell her that Wanda and I shared an intimate moment and blackmailing you with that information? Let me remind you that you're in my law firm, Owen. So watch how you speak to me in my office. I don't like what Heidi has done, but I certainly hate what you've done to my family as well. And I don't want to see you become the next district attorney. Fine. But what about Wanda? How would she feel if she ever found out that you've encouraged Pacho to try and figure out what went on between your wife and I I've already accepted that Clarice threatened my mother to stay away from your family. Sounds like you need to accept history, Lorenzo. Have you honestly gotten over it, Vivian? As you can see, I've successfully obtained what your wife tried to keep me from. What I've got now makes up for lost time. Does it? I wouldn't have said it if it weren't true, Lorenzo. There's no doubt in my mind that Shirley was an excellent mother to you growing up, but it doesn't erase the fact that you spent the earliest days of your life without a father. And you know that I was there for Gianni, Isidore, and even Elvira. When Clarice gave birth to a girl, I adored that girl. But you never got to experience what Elvira experienced growing up. No amount of money will ever make up for any lost time between us, Vivian. I will never apologize for trying to keep my family together. Except you couldn't protect the family company, Clarice, which is why we're working together in the first place. And we need to keep that in mind. We can't argue with one another while Vivian is still CEO. Now that Nono is aware that we're going against her, Vivian's gonna keep a closer eye on us. Not all of us, Alan. Neither your grandfather nor Vivian knows that I'm working with you two. That fact alone will help our plan to succeed. What are you doing here, Pacho? Glad you can join us, Shelley. I was asking your husband here what Owen Grant is hiding from me. Would you like to add anything? There is nothing I can add because I don't know what Owen's done. Jeremiah made it perfectly clear that it wasn't his place to say anything. Thank you for your time. You two have a lovely day. Do you at least think Pacho will figure it out? Whether he does or not, I don't see this ending well for Owen's campaign. I promise you, Owen, if I hear that you've gone anywhere near Wanda, I'm sure she'd turn the opposite direction once we lock eyes. Good. Like I said, Pacho has no idea that Wanda has anything to do with what you're hiding from him, because I made sure to keep my wife's name out of it. But you still gave him the opportunity to try and find out. If you ever cared about Wanda, then I suggest you drop out of the race so that Pacho doesn't find out. Now get out of my office. You had enough time to reach out to my mama after she left Valley Park. For a long time, I thought that getting involved with your mother was the biggest mistake of my life, which is why I never went searching for her. But looking at you, I realized that letting her leave without an explanation will be my biggest regret. I don't really got time to listen to your sorrows, Lorenzo. While you're sad over the past, I've got to make sure I bring Russo Jewelers into the future. Since Lorenzo has no idea what we're up to, I don't believe that our plan is in jeopardy. And it won't be as long as I take over from now on. I beg your pardon? Would you like me to order you a hearing aid, Clarice? Because it's clear that it's time for you to get one. I'm warning you, Harley. Nona, I think Mom might be right. Not about the hearing aid, of course, but her taking over this plan will secure our plan's success. We can't risk seeing Vivian get a positive reception from this event of hers next month. No matter how much Nono is threatening us, Vivian can't remain CEO for much longer.